Hey guys, DakaraJayne here, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do the Supernatural Season 3 bloopers for you guys, which usually consists of just me smiling like a goon for 3 minutes. So let's just get straight into it.
Turn on the news.
Hey, Mark. Fail on B.
You're taller in person. I got that one. Oh, that can't be good.
She slaughtered your precious little virgin pussy.
You know what I say when I feel like swearing? Fudge.
Throw Lilith off your tail.
Son of a bitch!
I'm sorry. I thought I just heard you say you were stupid enough to let the Colt get slipped out of your damn it.
Damn it!
No spell. It'll vaporize every demon.
Marker.
Oh, the smolder is real.
So what's the plan? Open the doors, let them all in, and we fight like men in tights.
I love you, Dean. I love you.
Wait, no, come back!
Wait, Dean.
Come back!
I love you.
I love you too.
Great. What?
I miss your musk.
Okay.
Oh, sweet Peter on a popsicle stick.
I love you too. They're here.
That is so creepy.
The hell we're not.
Naomi.
Why does he look like Wolverine doing this?
Oh, crap. Whoa! Whoa!
That was the. I got a line, you moron.
And your hunters with those amulets and should I just go straight for the top?
I'm at 1.5 million and on the very bad side. I'm starting it all over again, not even stopping.
That's bizarre, even for us.
25 Echo, take one. Be only, marker.
Ah! Yeah, go ahead.
Well, that's gonna make the movie.
I like
it very much.
I'm telling you, none of this is.
The spirit had a message for you. Run like hell. Sorry.
Good now. I was just warming up.
She's just chilling in his house.
Hello? And? Thanks. How'd you do that? You're 100 miles away. Thanks.
I love that they really commit to one of their jokes. When they start it, they're all in.
Acting.
They're coming!
Actually, the Easter Bunny is a pagan fertility symbol.
Dean here.
We willing to take that chance?
Are we gonna?
Are we?
Take that?
Chance? Love some mouthwash.
Marker. You take enough of it with enough practice, you become a regular Freddie Prinze Jr. This dream root is serious mojo. If you take enough of it with enough practice, you can become a regular Freddie Prinze Jr.
That was like a bad impression of somebody doing a bad impression.
I'm sorry. You have to do that in every shot.
Did you stunt Ed McMahon?
Joke all you want, smartass, but I know the truth. Nah.
Well, I'm just gonna go blow my brains out.
Brilliant. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. As always, I just forget to even commentate when I'm watching these things because I just find them so funny. So yeah, sorry about that. Every time I watch these sort of things, I just think it must be such a fun time to be on that set. The way that the crew and the cast seem to gel quite well together. Obviously, just going off bloopers, but that's just how it appears to be. It was nice to see Lauren and Katie in there as well. Katie is me whenever I mess up a line, for sure. Lauren giggling at the sex scene was also a favourite. That was hilarious. I just thought I'd talk a little bit about Supernatural so far. Obviously, I'm now on season 4. So from 1 to 3, what I've learned so far is that the brothers forever lie to each other and never learn from that mistake, because it always ends up coming out and then it's like, well, if you would have just spoke openly in the first place, you could have avoided this whole drama, but good TV and all that. I've also learned that the boys are very, very different and they work really well together, and possibly because they are so polar opposite. So Sam is very book smart. He seems to just soak up a load of knowledge and be able to remember all of it. Dean is more of a hands-on rememberer, so if he's been through it, he tends to remember it a lot more. That's the vibe that I've got anyway. Sam is also very understanding and sociable, so his strengths lie with talking to people, having one-on-ones, sort of connecting to people on an emotional level and sympathising and empathising with a lot of these people that are going through these really traumatic ordeals. Whereas Dean is very black and white, he's very blunt with the way that he talks to people. He doesn't really have time for small talk and pleasantries. He has zero bedside manner, basically. I find that works well with the dynamic because Dean allows Sam to take charge in those situations. If someone needs a firm sort of talking to and a stern word, then Dean is your guy then. So they do work very well. Dean has walls up, say 90% of the time his guard is up. I can totally understand that now, learning more about his history, having to raise Sam from a young age, having to act like an adult from a very, very young age, losing his parents now as well. When the 10% hits and those guards do come down, it literally kills me in the best way possible. Like, he does those scenes so well, and when he's letting people in a little bit and when he shows his vulnerability, I think that shows just his true self, and especially because you know for him to do that is a huge thing because he is so guarded. Sam is more of an open book when it comes to emotions and connections. He does still have guards up when it comes to Dean. Dean is his guard. And he made that clear at the end of season 3 because they were saying that everyone knows that each of their weaknesses is the other. And Sam going through those 6 months where Dean wasn't around literally broke him. It diminished his light in a way. He just became so dark. He kind of looked dead inside. And yeah, I hated that because I think Sam's warmth is really what shines through with him, and it's what a lot of people want too. I think that John is a really interesting character because he obviously had it rough because he lost his wife. He's been fighting these supernatural beings for the majority of his life now. Whilst raising 2 kids, I say raise in quotes because he made some awful parental decisions, let's be real here. But at the same time, he's saving a lot of people. So when you look at it like that, he's a good person, maybe just not the best dad. He would do anything for his boys and to keep them safe. I think what the boys really needed a lot of the time was just a father figure to have normal experiences. I obviously love Jeffrey D. Morgan. I first saw him in Grey's Anatomy and then The Walking Dead and now Supernatural. Obviously his filmography is in a different order to what I saw it, but every role that he's played, and they've all been extremely different from the other, he's absolutely nailed them. It's interesting as well because you can sort of see Sam is more like his mother, Dean is more like his father, which is strange considering that Dean is the one that spent more time with Mary. They both have qualities from each parent, and I think it was a perfectly written characters there. Written characters? That makes sense, right? I don't know. What else have I learned about Supernatural? A lot of their supernatural plot lines and their arcs come from mythology and religion and all of that jazz. They usually do a different take on it, but they're very grounded within the history and the sort of textbook versions of it. I think my favourite supernatural being is probably the Trickster, because imagine having that power and that gift. I can understand why the Trickster is so drunk on power, because that is a powerful skill to have, and just clicking your fingers and creating these other worlds is just insane to me. Anything you want, they can have. I wonder if we'll see him again. I imagine we would, considering how we left off. And I do really like that character, even though he's really evil. Let's not dwell on that. I do also like the shapeshifters as well, because it's a nice thing to have in your back pocket when something's going well, and you can throw that in as a twist, like you didn't expect it. I really do like the demons in Supernatural, and I'm still unsure about all of the rules and regulations when it comes to demons, but I'm enjoying the ride 100%. When Dean can see the faces of these demons when he's getting closer to hell, I just thought is a nice added touch, I think. Seeing their true form, because it's so easy to focus on the dwelling that they're in, i.e. Ruby, when obviously it's the demon inside, and Meg as well. Meg was a fantastic demon. Obviously the human Meg is different, but the demon was just, yeah, I loved that. I really did love that. But I think Ruby is my favourite demon so far, and that's what made me so upset at the end of season 3, because yeah, I just love that character. I'm interested to see how they play it in season 4, because what I hate is when they use, say, a different actress, but that actress plays the characters so differently that she no longer feels like the character that you know. Because what they have to remember is it's just a new body. The person inside of that body is exactly the same. So the line, and it all comes down to the writers and how they word things. Well, not everything, because an actress can portray words in a different way and use them in a different way. But I'm really hoping that they stay firm on that Ruby still remains Ruby. Her sarcastic comments and her badassness and her not willing to put up with Dean's shit, basically. Excited to see how that plays out. I feel like we've been through so much in 3 seasons, and with season 3 I was very worried going into it. Well, not worried, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but people warned me about it, saying that it wasn't like the strongest and what have you, but from my point of view, I absolutely loved it. I really did. There were sort of a couple of not so good episodes, especially towards the end. That was solely because Dean's arc this season was huge, and I felt like they did mention it a lot throughout the season, but when it was getting closer and closer to this finale, panic started to set in, and they weren't really building it into something. So that's why I got so frustrated at the end of season 3 when it was just, well, Dean's in hell, bye guys. It's like, what? If I had to wait as long as a lot of you guys did to see that, oh my gosh. I don't know if that is almost as bad as the end of season 6 on The Walking Dead, where we didn't know who was killed. Almost as bad as that, but that was horrendous. I'd say that one was worse, to be fair, but it was close. It was a runner-up for sure. I do think that Bella's storyline was rushed towards the end there, and yes, I'm aware of the writer's strike and everything else, and you can't win them all. But I feel like her ending was sort of wrapped up extremely quickly, and then she was just taken by the hellhounds and bye Bella. And I think that if they would have allowed us to know her backstory a little early on, we could have enjoyed that character a lot more than what we did. And I love Lauren, and I loved Bella at the start. She made some awful decisions, and then obviously wasn't as much of a fan of her, but that's what you want from a show. You want to still enjoy a character even though that character is a villain. What I would really like is if Lauren came back in a future episode and as a demon and still held the sort of Bella-esque vibe. I would absolutely love that. Like the thieving and, you know, the sort of, what is the word that I'm looking for? She was just so bold and unapologetic for who she is, and I love that about her. She was just like, yeah, this is who I am, and deal with it. Love it or leave it. A lot of people left it by the sounds of it. Sorry, Bella. Someone mentioned as well in my comments, who was it? I think it was Andre, maybe? I apologise if I've got that wrong. But they mentioned the fact that the audience weren't a fan of Katie and Lauren's characters in Supernatural because they felt that they were sort of stealing the limelight away from the brothers. Personally, I think that the brothers are the show. Like, let's be real, no matter who you bring in, they are the leads. So you're allowed to like secondary characters. Like, I really like Ruby. It still doesn't mean that the brothers are less favourable, because that's so not true. But you want these secondary characters to have that different dynamic, and it just makes the show work better in my opinion. Hopefully the audience at the time weren't so harsh on it and it starts affecting the show. Just a quick comment, you guys are possibly the most passionate fans of a TV show that I've seen, and I've been in a lot of fandoms, and I think the Supernatural one's just, it's on another level, and I absolutely love that. You're the nicest, most friendly people as well. I've not really had any, I'm probably going to get bombarded with trolls now, but I haven't really had any negative people in the comment sections and things like that, which has been really nice. On the odd occasion there has been spoilers. Luckily there's been people that have got in touch with me through other social medias to say, you better watch out for this, so then I haven't been spoiled myself. Thank the Lord, and thank you guys for doing that. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot, because you can't react to something when you know it's going to happen. Yeah, that's a waste of a video. So spoilers are really important, not to give them, not to share them, and sometimes not to bring so much attention to them as well. That's a key point, because if someone just mentions something very strange and random, someone that hasn't seen it probably won't even pick up on that. However, people that know the backstory are going to flag that instantly. So it's sort of a judgment call. If you do see a spoiler, I just want to remind you guys to sort of be polite to those that have spoiled, because a lot of the time people say spoilers without even thinking that it's a spoiler and doing it by mistake. So yeah, just bear that in mind, be polite to each other. I do like to predict. Obviously you guys have seen that in my videos. I like to a lot of the time. I'm very wrong, but I do enjoy doing it. If someone's saying, yeah, you're wrong, well, my next video, my next prediction, I'm going to be like, well, I know that's wrong, so I better think of something else. Whereas if I don't know, I can sort of ride the wave and get excited about it, and then be even more surprised when I'm wrong, which I usually am. I went off on a bit of a tangent there, sorry about that. I do want to say as well, I'm glad that you guys are really patient with me when it comes to like the technical side of these things, because I'm not good at it. The lighting has been awful. I've been using this new camera, which, touch wood, hasn't played up since the last time. I think that the quality is better. It seems kind of crisp. I don't know. I'm really appreciative of that, and not sort of giving me a lot of shit for it in the comments. You guys are great. Also with my patrons, I cannot stress enough how much that has helped me with this. And to those that don't want to or haven't the money, like, it's totally fine. There is no pressure here, like I always say. But to those that do, honestly, it's not gone unnoticed, and honestly, thank you so much. Someone asked me as well on a video, are you making money from YouTube and then Patreon? And the answer right now, no, I'm not. I haven't been paid through YouTube. I got paid once, and that was before I got hit with the blocks from WBTV. With YouTube, I don't know if you guys know the details, but you have to hit a certain bracket before you get paid. And with the content that I'm doing, there's a lot of gore in it, some swearing, there's violence and things like that. So YouTube has become very strict with that, and they put a low monetization thing on there. Then you may as well just click it off completely and say it's copywritten, because I don't make any money from it. Now that I've been uploading and I've tried, changing different things, my videos, please touch wood, haven't been getting blocked. But I haven't reached the bracket yet to get paid from YouTube, so I don't know how long that'll be. So to those people that are saying, oh, YouTubers are so greedy for money, all they think about is money, money, money. But to that I say, you know, maybe just do a little bit of research and gain a bit of knowledge before shouting your mouth off on YouTube videos and making creators feel like shit. With Patreon, it's more of like an intimate platform, because I have, what, 140 patrons right now. Getting to know you guys is so nice, and like I said before, you guys are so passionate about this show. It makes me want to continue and get more involved with the show as well. Yeah, it's just a really nice environment. I could probably talk about Supernatural for hours, but it's really hard when you've not got the back and forth of other fans to sort of buzz off of. So if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section below and I'll be sure to answer them in a video for you guys. Play it safe and say seasons 1 to 3. So yeah, let me know. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a cheeky thumbs up and subscribe, you know, if you want to. There's no pressure here, and I'll see you all again soon for another video. Thanks guys, bye.